I've wanted to fly a TIE fighter since I was 7 years old. It's been a long wait, but it's been worth it. TIE Fighter is a great game, but it's more than that. For many of us, it's the closest thing to the realization of an impossible fantasy.
LucasArts has built a solid reputation by producing top-quality games and very little dog meat. TIE Fighter will do nothing but improve that reputation. Once again, they've done a great job.
It's a little hard to get used to, but this is the face of friendship in TIE Fighter. I hated the Emperor for over a decade, and suddenly I'm fighting to the death in his name. It's unnatural.
I've always wondered what could motivate someone to join the Empire, besides fear. LucasArts did a terrific job of creating a believable character for you to play. If you read the book that accompanies the game, you'll find out that the Empire brought order to your home planet. They represent a strong, unified government, while the rebels represent chaos. It's all a matter of perspective. Like in X-Wing, you'll start with an involved training course. Before you test yourself in the combat simulator, you'll pilot each of the 5 ships through a tube filled with targets and obstacles.
I could sit here and fly around in this thing all day. Training is actually improved over X-Wing because it doesn't take you a week to get through it. Obviously, the goal is to get to the real missions, but the training is a lot of fun by itself. You must learn proficiency in 5 Imperial craft. The standard TIE fighter has only 2 lasers, but its speed and agility make it a tough target to pin down. The TIE Interceptor has 4 lasers, a stronger hull, and is slightly faster. The TIE Bomber is slow, but has a well-armored hull and is supplied with 2 lasers and 2 warheaded launchers for missiles and torpedoes.
The TIE Advanced Fighter, my favorite ship, is half again as fast as any other of the ships. Plus, it has shields, 4 lasers, and 2 warhead launchers. You'll also fly the Assault Gunboat. It's not very fast, but it's got shields, good armor, 2 lasers, 2 warhead launchers, and 2 ion cannons, which disable ships without destroying them. The interface is basically the same. Each door of the complex takes you to a different part of the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Actually, I think the between-mission graphics are improved a bit over X-Wings, and of course, the animation is nice and smooth. Although it really hasn't changed since X-Wing, the mission briefing still deserves a mention. At the start of a new mission, you are treated to an animated map display that describes all the forces of the upcoming battle.
That map is great. The flight officer, while not nearly as entertaining, gives you some very helpful information. And if you fail the mission, he'll give you a few tips on how to succeed in your next attempt. See that mysterious cloaked figure? It might be a good idea to talk to him. He represents the Secret Order of the Emperor, a secret society within the Empire that only the most loyal disciples of the Emperor even know about.
He'll give you secondary goals to complete, many of which involve uncovering traitors within the Empire. You'll get a higher score for the mission if you complete these goals, but the best reason to take these assignments is that it's a great way to role-play your character.
Once you complete your training and get into your first mission, you'll find the TIE Fighter is one of the most action-packed flight games ever produced. The simplest mission can erupt without warning into a frenzied dogfight. It's great.
All that training will really pay off. This is not an easy game, and it's a lot more complicated than blaster games like Wing Commander. The TIE Fighter is one of the fastest, most maneuverable ships ever to have a simulation built around it. And if you like fast, nerve-wracking combat, this is the game for you. What Imperial pilot doesn't dream of this sight? Although the in-flight graphics are polygonal, it takes no stretch of the imagination whatsoever to feel like you're in a heated battle with real rebel ships. This is the sort of thing I've been waiting for since 1977.
Me too. The graphics don't break any new ground, but they do the job and they keep the game moving nice and fast. I don't tend to like complicated flight sims, but I'll make a big exception here. I haven't had this much fun playing a game in a long time.
TIE Fighter is a terrific game. If you're a Star Wars fan, do yourself a favor and snag a copy as soon as you can. LucasArts has done a superlative job once again in making our fantasies a near reality.
X-Wing is already considered a classic. It should take the TIE Fighter no time at all to equal this status. It's a tough, challenging game that will make you work for your victories. Don't miss out on this one.